to make sure. Yeah, good morning,
Can I?
Ricky. Yep, good morning, Libra. How are you? Good morning, all the way from College Station. Awesome, awesome. I know College Station is booming right now. A lot of business.
Can I get access to share my screen?
Oh, you haven't got that yet, so give me 1 second. Let me do that before I introduce you. I'm gonna make you co-host, so you're gonna have access. I'm gonna keep letting people in. Okay, well, thanks Sydney for setting this up. And did I put a recording? Yeah. And Joanna, thank you so much for your time today. You know, I'm super excited to hear what you have to say, especially when it comes to KVCore. So for those of you who doesn't know Joanna yet, I believe Joanna, my first rev share check, like in my organization, my first revenue share check is actually coming from you. And I still remember it's $5.05, right? And it's from a lease that you did. I was so excited about it. And fast forward, until now, I was just, super excited and honored to be participate along your success. You are now, I think you've been with EXP for 6 years, and you are now a two-time icon agent, 2 or 3.
3 times.
3-time icon agent. I'm so sorry. Okay. Everybody, please welcome Joanna. You know, she's a 3-time icon agent in EXP, and she has so much to share. I see her grow, for the past couple of years. She has grown from doing leases to now mastering KVCore, and especially Joanna, your YouTube channel is so awesome, right? I was just, super, super excited to be able to participate in some of the video with you. But yeah, without further ado, the topic today is KVCore, which is one of the tools that EXP offer, right? So if you just want to go and pay for KVCore, it's $400, $500. If you're with EXP, the tool is included with your monthly technology package, which is $85, right? So without further ado, Joanna, please school us on KVCore. Oops, I think I'm. Did she freeze or did I freeze?
We're losing you, we.
Yeah, I think who is breaking up a little bit.
Oh, it's me. Okay, Joanna, go ahead and start.
Okay. Hopefully mine doesn't break up because we're in the same building. Oh, okay. So thank you everyone for being here today. Let me share my screen. Please let know. Are you guys able to see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Yes, so thank you again. It's been a long time since I have done this training, but I hope that everybody, can learn a lot. I have been using KV like 4 years. So it's a great tool, and it is something that EXP offers, and I believe that we all should be using it, especially because it's free. A lot of people always ask like, oh, what's the best CRM to use, because there are, and I've done any research in different CRMs, and the answer is because we spend a lot of money in all these different programs, and at the end, if you don't use it, there is no point. And KVCore, if you research, you pay around like $500, $500 to use this. So it is a tool that is really, really amazing. It has a lot of great tools where you can generate it. And yeah, goal today is for you to learn the main things of KVCore and how to start implementing them in your business. So, a little bit of the kind of agenda. Today, I want to share with you first, mindset. What is free is not often value, which is kind of KVCore, because again, we have it right now here, and it is expensive, and many of us, we start joining EXP and don't use it. So that's one of the things that we're going to explain. Where should you start? So that's what I'm going to go through. I'm going to talk a little bit about like hashtags, how to create notes. I'm going to talk about FortWarn. If you haven't used FortWarn, you need to start using it because it's an HAR tool that is amazing. And I will show you how to use it in your advantage to follow up with leads. Find your audience, posting on social media. There are different ways that you can start capturing leads through KVCore. how to create smart codes, squeeze pages, set up an automatic alert, and appointments and videos. So that's what we're gonna talk. I'm gonna try to talk slow, but if for some reason I go too fast, just let me know. Okay. So the first thing that I wanna share with you is, everything that you want to learn, you're going to find a lot of different things online, on YouTube, Google. So really there is no excuses if you want to really implement something. In fact, KVCore has a lot of classes, and I'm going to be sharing these presentations with all of you so that you have everything that is here. And first thing is the courses. So if you want to learn about any specific topic in KVCore, you're going to just go to the dashboard, and then you're going to see courses on the right side. So that's the first thing for you to know. Like, these videos are like 5 minutes short videos, if not long videos. And you can start learning about, okay, I want to learn about newsletter today. I want to learn how to add a note to KVCore. You can go in there, and it's very quick. It's just starting like with a target and start like selecting what are the videos that you want to watch. And the second part is questions. So if you have any questions, KVCore has this chat box that is on the bottom of KVCore, where you can ask questions. So if you want to ask, okay, how can I build a squeeze page? How can I, create a code? They can also give you an answer there. So those are the main basic tools, because again, probably when we finish this training, yes, there is going to be a lot of information, and there is a lot more that probably I could do a second, another training on KVCore, but those are the main things that you need to know when you start KVCore. You can find courses, and you can find the chat box to answer any questions you have. So the first advice that I'll give you is always to get a smart number, because it is business. So you don't want to use number. Beginning is okay, but if you want to really treat this as a business, you want to get a smart number. KVCore is going to give you a random number with a Texas code. Sometimes it's not even from Houston, it's from another in outside in Texas. So whenever you start calling people, it looks like it's a they don't recognize the area code. So it's always good to pay for it, and it's your own number that nobody else is going to have it. So I will go to Marketplace. This is on that arrow. You're going to find Marketplace, and then you're going to just click on find a smart, pay for my smart number. It's around $27 a month. It's worth it, right? That's our business. We pretty much are on the phone all day, so it is like well worth the investment. That's the first thing I will do to get a smart number. Don't forget what happened to me. I was calling many leads, nobody picked, and I did. It was because my number, so that's the first thing. Then if you want to find in your KVCore, once it's activated, you're going to go to the top right, where you're going to see basically your profile. And then whenever you click here, you're going to see what is your smart number here, and you're going to see your website. So that's how you find your website and your phone number. This is very important, again, because everybody is going to get their own personalized website. That's another class, but they give you a great website that you can actually personalize, and it's very easy if you want to make it more your own, but they give you already everything. You don't need to do much, but if you wanted a little more with your brand and things like that, you can do it. I was doing the team website, but honestly, when I change it to a personal, even if you have a team or you have a brand, you can do it. You can pretty much edit it yourself. So just gonna show you our website. Let's see. And everybody with the XP gets the same website. This is just a little personalized for our brand, my team brand. Let me see. Oh, I don't know why it's not showing up. So here. So you can put your name here, or you can put brand your team name, and then you can do all of this. You can add videos. Again, if you want to learn how to edit your website, that's something that you can do, but EXP gives you this ready. So this is the website that you're going to start posting on all your social media, your Facebook, anywhere you want everybody to get to your website, because that's how we gather the leads. Because sometimes we post and then we don't have any call to action or any links. And so it's very important for you to know where is your website so that where you can find it and you can personalize it. Now, give me 1 second. Okay, so next is your database. So basically, you need to upload your database into KVCore. Everybody that you have on your contacts, your phone number, anybody that you meet, sphere of influence, title company, vendors. So anybody you know, it should be on KVCore, because anybody could be a lead. You know, like you can start sending a newsletter every month and they're gonna know that you're in real estate. So everybody's a lead. You should upload everybody into KVCore. The best way is to go on that chat box that I showed you at the beginning, and then you just download an Excel file. They're gonna let you know. You just have to tell them, hey, I wanna upload my database into KVCore. Can you please send me the Excel file? And they will send you Excel file, and then you just upload all your contacts and they will do it automatically for you. That way you don't have to do it, because you can do it as well if you want, but the best way is just to send it through the chat box and they will upload all the contacts for you. So anybody, please upload it. I think like everybody should have at least 100 contacts of people that they know, family members, friends. So anybody should be on your CRM, because they should know you're in real estate, and there is a lot of ways to start sending mass texts, mass emails to KVCore and be all the time, you know, in their presence to get leads. So that's my third advice. And then this is basically a demo lead that this is just to show you everything that EXP has. So whenever you upload a lead to KVCore, it is important for you to add a hashtag. So we always use hashtags. And the reason is because we always use the hashtag holiday. Holiday is because anytime that there is Christmas or there is any special occasion, you want to send a message through all your database. And something really great about KVCore is that you can personalize it with their name. So I'm going to show you an example. If you are sending a mass text or mass email, give me 1 sec. This is okay. So anytime that you are gonna send like a mass, let me 1 second here. Let's see if it works. So if you see, once you are in KVCore, you can always do like first name, and KVCore is automatically gonna bring the name of the person. So if you try to send a mass email or mass text, you can do it, you know, commanding it to get their first name. And this is a great tool because, you know, it's gonna go personalized, but you're gonna send a message to everybody. So sending mass text or mass email is a great option. And that's why you need that hashtag holiday. That way you can send it through everybody on your database. I don't know if somebody has questions, but yeah. Okay, this is the first holidays for that reason. Then English or Spanish, because we do work with a lot of clients that speak Spanish. So we also want to make sure that we have the language. Whenever we call them, we want to talk to them in the most comfortable language for them. So this is why we have this. And the third hashtag will be, where is the lead coming from? You always need to track where are your leads coming from, because whenever you start closing these deals, you want to know what is the source. If it's okay, if it's Facebook, or if it's YouTube, or if it's your sphere of influence, or if it's your past clients, because that's what happens. Sometimes we as realtors have all these different lead sources, and we spend a lot of money, and then the ones that we are really closing, we don't even know where are those lead sources. So it's very important for you to always hashtag the lead source. Always, if the lead, you know, calls you and you don't know where it's from, you always ask them, hey, where did you see our marketing, or who did refer you? So that way you can make sure that you have those hashtags and you know where the lead is coming from whenever you close. Because as you start getting leads, you are not going to know where the lead came from if you don't use the hashtags. The next thing is that you always want to add a note. This is going to be on the right side. And this is basically to, whenever you're screening clients, you're going to ask them, you know, all the questions that I'm going to show you in a moment. What are the most important questions? And you want to always take note of every little detail that the lead is telling you, because when you are calling them again, you don't want them to repeat themselves, and you want to make sure that they know that you care and you're paying attention to what they're saying. So this is a great tool. You want to always add a note, and there is something here that is going to say pin note to the top. So when they pin the note, it's basically to see it on the top of the dashboard. That way it doesn't get lost, because if you don't pin the note, it's just gonna keep kind of getting lost if you add more and more notes. So you always wanna create that specific note with the main conversation. That way you can follow up. And then the next thing is this add task. This is basically for you to add a follow-up. So we always, as you know, and in this business, we have to follow up. So this task is gonna allow you to, start like, okay, if I talk to the lead, I'm gonna follow up in 2 weeks, or I'm gonna set an appointment. So you always have to do the add the task here. Those are the main ones that you want to start using. And then here you can categorize the lead as a buyer, seller, if it's a renter, if it's a vendor, if it's an agent. So it is great because you can see, okay, this person is, if it's seller, you can target it depending on which one it is. And then here you can see sphere, prospect, new lead, active lead, client, contract, and close. Normally, we do new lead is basically somebody that you have not talked to, that is new lead for some reason you haven't been able to reach out to them. Prospect, generally we categorize it as whenever you are able to talk to the lead and you already had a conversation. Sphere, people use it, of course, for close friends and family. I usually like to put it for like any vendors, agents, anybody not related to like the buyers, sellers. I like to put it as a sphere, but you can, classify it the way you want. This is just an example. And then this is another great tool, which is KVCore video. This is amazing because right now, with all the changes that are coming, you want to differentiate yourself from other agents, and a text is not enough. Many agents are sending a text. So if you don't send videos, is what is really connecting you with that client. So you really need to start sending videos. In fact, I've been sending videos, more videos lately. And, even if you can get with that person on the phone, here is like, I had like 3-4 people that watched my videos like the past, like yesterday. I wasn't able to get a hold of many of them. And they respond to you most likely because they see the effort and you're putting a face. So, that's really, really the way to go. So KVCore has this tool to send videos, which is amazing. So I encourage you to really use it. And now this is basically whenever you are adding a note, I just wanted to give you this LP Mama. I've learned this from many coaches, which is basically, you can add this as a note, and the first question you're gonna ask is location, right? Where do they wanna be? Price, what price, how much of a house can they afford? And always when I talk about price, I like to ask them about the monthly payment, because they say, oh, I wanna buy a $400,000 home. And then you ask them about the payment and it's like, I don't know, $1,500. So it really gives you a perspective on, okay, where are they really at? And then you can explain in the consultation, okay, if you want this payment, probably we're gonna be looking at houses at this price range. So I always tell everybody, don't focus on the price, focus on the monthly payment, because that's what is gonna be the most important for the client. And then is motivation. This is not the motivation for me, will be kind of the first thing that I wanna figure it out, right? If they are just looking, they are not very interested, or maybe they have a home to sell, but the interest rate is low and they are not really, really ready. There is some people that has to move, the kids are moving to school, things that, these leads are like kind of the hot leads. So the motivation, I think, is one of the most important things, really understanding what the client is looking for, not just asking them about a house and, okay, what type of a house you want, and that's all. No, you want to create that rapport with that client and really find the motivation. And the agent, of course, we're going to have these changes. There is a training at 11 here at the Canyon. So if you guys are on their way, please come to that training, because it's about all the changes that are coming. But of course, we need to sign a representation agreement. after August. So this is really important, knowing if they are committed with an agent or if we can, proceed and make an appointment and start setting these appointments and signing these rep agreements. Mortgage, of course, if they have been approved with a lender or not, having that conversation and referring them with one, two, or three of the preferred lenders so they can, get an estimate on the monthly payment, and always set an appointment. And if you, for some reason, you're not able to set an appointment, just make sure that you have a follow-up task and see when is the next time that they can talk to you. These are some of the tips that I always do, and I think that they work great. And it's like always call twice. Many times we start calling leads and we call once and they are not picking up. And then when you call the second time, that's when they pick up. So always call twice. Never just call one time. If they don't pick up, call twice. And then if they don't, just send a video. Okay, find motivation. I already said that. Set an appointment. We generally set appointments with clients if they are ready within 6 months. If they are not ready within 6 months, we probably set up a follow-up. But if they are ready within the 6 months, we want to give them that consultation, because if we don't do it, they are probably going to go with somebody else. Always, again, set up follow-up call or a task, but you always, when you hang up the phone, you always ask for that next appointment or next call. Always, whenever you talk to a client and let's say they say, oh, okay, I want to talk to you like in 6 months. I wanna be ready maybe in 6 months. You always want to put the half of the time. So you always want to set up the follow-up task in half of the time. So 3 months. Because sometimes if you call like 1 month before they tell you, or 2 or a couple of months, probably they're gonna be already with another agent. Because in their mind, 6 months is when they are, most of the time is when they are already moving to the house. So you want to create that task like before, like half of the time of whatever the lead tells you. Something else is, right now, I think all of us are familiar with AI, ChatGPT. For example, I had a conversation with a client. He's like, oh, I'm still struggling finding a job. So I just went to ChatGPT. Hi, ChatGPT, can you let me know what are the best websites to find a job in Houston? And ChatGPT created like 6 websites. I sent it to the client, just use that tool to make sure that you follow up with the client, or you give them something of value. The same, ChatGPT does everything. You just need to ask ChatGPT and copy paste it to the client in an email. And then you will look like you're helping them and you're really going above and beyond, what they're asking, not just saying hi. But okay, if you're looking for a school, I'm going to send you, I'm going to ask ChatGPT and send you anything that is there. So ChatGPT is a great tool. If you haven't used it, please use it. Again, all leads are great. A lot of people say, oh, they didn't pick up, the leads are bad. Especially right now, a lot of leads don't pick up because they are not ready, or the economy, everything that is going on. It doesn't mean that the lead is bad. It's just that you need to be in front of them all the time, because sometimes there is leads that have been there for 6-7 months, they don't answer, and then one day they are like, oh, I'm sorry, I've been busy. Hey, I meant to call you, I meant to text you. But if you're persistent, consistent, they are seeing you all the time, they are gonna know, they are gonna reach out to you whenever they are ready. So don't get discouraged because they don't pick up, because they don't answer, because that happens a lot, and this is normal. Like I believe I had a coach that he has like a crazy big team, and he's saying in average, you follow up like to get like really an answer whenever you don't answer the lead for the first time is right now 14 times. So not because you call 3 times and they don't pick up is a bad lead. And the other thing is that the lead is gonna be there forever. So even if they buy a home, or you for some reason you miss the opportunity, they are gonna sell a home at some point. They are gonna have a friend, or but you just need to be in front of them all the time. The other thing is make contacts, and this is something that I heard over and over, and I have experienced it myself. Whenever you want to be successful and you want really to do great in this business, you just need to make calls. And there is no secret sauce. And I go to conference and it's the repetition of the repetition. And it's like always make 10 contacts a day. If you want to be a top producer, closing 40 homes a month, 40 homes a year, That's the minimum you have to do. 2 hours of prospecting minimum, talking to new leads. This means people that answer and you actually have a conversation with them. Not just 10 contacts means that you talk to the people, not that you call them and they don't pick up. That's not a two-way conversation. And the best hours to call, I mean, it depends. I always, whenever I'm on the call, I like to ask the lead, oh, hey, what is the best time for us to contact you? Because some people work, in the afternoon, some in the morning, everybody is different. So if you talk to a client, it's something good to ask and have that in on top of your note, like best time to contact. That way, you know when you should contact them. And that way you don't waste time following up at a time that they may not be ready. But generally, I would say like in the mornings, 8 to 9, like that sometimes people answer at noon when they are in lunch and at night and the afternoon. The afternoon is the best time. Of course, people are driving home or, before dinner, of course, say 6 to 7, 6 to 8. Those are the times that have worked for me. And from what I heard from other coaches as well. So this is also going to depend, but the most important thing is that you make the time to make the calls. Okay, the next thing I want to talk to you about is FortWarn. So FortWarn I think is an amazing tool. If you haven't used it, so basically you're just going to go to your HAR and then you are going to search. Let me see, this is a little slow. Okay, so you just search and then you go FortWarn. And then you just have to sign up for this. This is free for all of us. And this is basically a tool that we have to screen people with their phone number. I use it all the time. Of course, if you're gonna meet a client, you wanna make sure that, you're safe. Of course, it's not gonna guarantee that you're gonna be safe, but it's of course something that you can check if the person, has bankruptcies as well, where do they live, how old they are. Let me go a second, I'm gonna try to unlock this. So whenever, this always asks you for like a text code. Give me one second. Okay, 1641. Okay, so I do have a lot of searches. This is just an example. I just gonna check one of them. So I always check up everybody. So now I started to, on every lead on KVCore, as soon as the lead comes in, if I can talk to them, great. But I always check them. Or if, for example, sometimes we have leads that we're not able to answer, I always go and check the phone number because I already have their name. And most of the time is accurate. So here you can see basically, okay, this person is 40 years old and they live in this address. So what I do is go to RPR. If you're not familiar with RPR, that this is another tool that you should familiarize yourself with because it's great. It's basically it shows you, the owner is like an HAR, but it's quicker, it's easier to check any addresses. So I like to see that because I can see if the person is renting or maybe owns a home. So whenever you go, for example, to this person, I'm just gonna take this person as an example. Oh, I don't know, this one didn't show. Okay, here. So here you can see all the address history. You can see if they have a possible criminal records. Of course, this is not totally accurate, but I did it for myself and it is pretty accurate. It has all the information like, where you live, what type of card you use, everything. So, and then for us as realtors, so the way that we can do it is, okay, I'm gonna see if this person owns this home or is renting. Because if she owns the home, I don't know why this one is not showing. Let me see if I can use another example. Okay, let me see. Sometimes there is some records that sometimes they don't show it, but most of the time it shows me that. So for example, this client is Anna Lee Patrick. I had that lead, and then this property is the address where she lives at, and then I can see that she owns that property. So now I know that this person could be a potential seller. So this is something that is really great. because I have a lot of more information. Even they haven't told me already, but I know already, okay, this person, if they own a home and they want to buy another home, probably, I can help them to sell and buy that home. Or if you wanna see the history as well, or if, for example, if she didn't own the home, I can see when they were renting. Probably, I don't know if this is gonna be accurate, but if I cannot talk to the lead, I can potentially say, okay, this person rented the home in August, so I'm gonna follow up with them 3 months in advance, 4 months in advance, and I potentially can help them rent another home. So this is something that I think is great tool that you guys should be using when you're meeting clients or anytime, it gives you more information about the client. Okay, next. Okay, next, okay, here. So this is something else that you can use with KVCore. So once you find out, let's say, okay, they are a seller. So you can basically say, okay, this is a buyer and a seller. You can select both. That way you know that this person is a buyer and potential seller. And then this is something here called market reports, where you can send a market report in the zip code. So you just add it, and then it's going to be sent like weekly, monthly, quarterly. You can choose how often you want to send it. And then it has something called listing valuation. You can do it manually. Sometimes KVCore does it automatically. It's not that accurate, but what I like is just to put the number shown on RPR, because RPR, I have used it a lot. And if it shows you 5 stars whenever you run a property through the system, it's pretty accurate, the comparables. If it shows you like 2 stars, 3 stars, is not as accurate, but 5 stars is very, very accurate. So I'll use the RPR, number. But KVCore usually runs a number. It's not as, I feel it's a little bit higher than the market. But at that point, it doesn't really matter. What matters is that you're going to be sending them a monthly report in KVCore. So here is, you just add the address, and then it's going to send them the report. And this is the other tool, market reports. You can send it every 7 days, 14 days, 21 days, 28 days. So this is something that you can do once you run the report. And if there is a potential seller, this is something that is a great opportunity to capture more clients. Okay, now, now, okay, the next thing is find your audience. So I think you have heard about this as well. Sometimes when we start as agents, we focus on everything, rentals, anything that we can, because of course we want business, and that's good. Of course, you don't want to reject any businesses, but you want to find what is your niche. If you are somebody that wants to work with investors, or if you're somebody that wants to be an expert on new construction, or, homes with pools. So, or if you are a teacher and you want to find programs for teachers that want to purchase a home. So you need to find like something that you can be an expert and start showing that expertise. That way people start recognizing you. And the same with the area, because Houston is huge. And sometimes if we focus everywhere, we're not becoming an expert on any areas. So that's something that I learned from, because I was everywhere, anywhere. Now it's like, okay, I like to focus in new construction. That's kind of the way I want people to see me. And I post a lot of new construction homes. And then I want, okay, the west side area of Houston, I'm in the Cary area, so I want to focus on that. So always find your niche. Just don't post random stuff. And then the same, what you want the client to be, just post that price range, because if you're posting like all the discounted properties, that's the people that is going to come to you. If you're posting luxury homes, probably that's the people that is going to come to you. So just be very careful and take the time to select what type of area do you want to work in, on what type of clients, or what is your audience. That way you can start posting mostly related to that audience, and that's the audience that you're gonna get. The other thing is, okay, of course, there are different social media platforms that you can use: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and probably you have heard you cannot be an expert on all of them. Probably you can start improving. Once you have one mastered, you can go to the next one. But it's good for you to select what is your platform, because YouTube is very different from Instagram. YouTube, you have to do like long videos and more like content. Instagram, you can do like a 1-minute video and it's very quick and easy. So select which one do you want to focus on. You still can post it in other social media platforms, but of course, the content that you're going to post on Instagram is not going to be the same. I mean, the one that YouTube wants to pick up. So just select which one do you like best and start posting there. And then as you get better, just start selecting other social media platforms. This is something that we always do in all our posting, that you can go to my Instagram. I'll leave you all my information at the end. You can basically add, you want always to add the call to action at the beginning of any post that you do, because sometimes we do it at the end, right? So, you write all these nice things and then you post it at the end, probably nobody's gonna read that. So you always wanna put it on the top of your post. And we always say like, okay, I want a list of, for example, this was a reel that we did in Instagram for a new construction home. So you just go and record with your phone and put it together. You can edit it on your Instagram, or you can use CapCut. Is one tool that a lot of people use to edit videos, or Canva is a great tool as well. And then we always post, okay, I want my list in a Spring Branch. To get the list, text this number, which is gonna be your smart number. And then that way they can get basically the list of properties in that area. So I'm gonna show you how to do that. And then it's basically, yeah, just always call to action. That's the first thing that you need to do. And again, you can go and copy the way I do it, and you can edit if you wanna change something. This is the same. I do have a YouTube channel. We do have a YouTube channel with the team, and we post new construction homes in Houston and surrounding areas. So basically, this is another call to action that we have in the YouTube channel, and it's the same. We want our list in Katie. Please text Katie to receive the list of homes. And then you can also post your KVCore website. And that way they can click on it, or they can text. You know, some people like to text, some people probably like just to go to the link. So whichever way, you can do both call to actions. And then the other tool that is great to generate leads is Marketplace. If you're not familiar with Marketplace, I have closed deals from Marketplace, and Marketplace is free. So if you go to a property, just go and, like, for example, new construction homes, just take the pictures of the new construction homes and post it on your Facebook, share it in different groups, and you're gonna start getting leads. Of course, some people are just browsing and they're just asking, not really interested, but other people, they are. So it's just taking the time to post in like one property a day, or a couple days a week. But this is another way to get leads as well on Facebook. So I'll encourage you to check on that. You can go on Google, YouTube, and ask them how to list a property on Marketplace. Is pretty easy. But this is another tool. Okay, this is next, lead engine. So whenever you want to create these text codes, so you're gonna go to lead engine. Again, this is something that I'm gonna share that way because I know it's a lot of information. Lead engine, and then you're gonna go to call and text capture, right? That's how you're gonna create this node. And then when you go here, you're gonna add new. And then here you're gonna add, okay, I want a Spring Branch, which was the example that I showed you before. And then I wanna send them a message, or if, for example, you have a listing, you can ask them, send 123 Banana Street. And then you can send them the listing from KVCore. But since I just want to send them a list of new houses, I just gonna write them a message. And I just can say, oh, thank you for reaching out. Click here to see the new list of homes in Cypress, or in Katy, or in Spring Branch. If you want to receive instant notification as soon as the property comes on the market, please send us your email. That way, whenever they text to our number, we're going to capture them on KVCore. And then you want to always add a hashtag. So, for example, you can add a hashtag Spring Branch, or you can add a hashtag that says Spring Branch and another one that says Facebook. If you posted this on Facebook, you want to add that hashtag so you know that that lead came from Facebook. or that lead came from YouTube, or that lead came from Marketplace, depending on where you're posting it. But here is basically the area. I know this lead came from Spring Branch, so I'm gonna just hashtag Spring Branch. And this is the smart number. You could have different smart numbers, but this is the one that I purchased. So you just select the number that you purchased, because sometimes the one that KVCore gives you is it's a random number from Texas. So you just need to pick the one that you're gonna use, the one that you want them to text you. And that's the number that you're gonna put on your social media page. That's for the text code. So this is whenever somebody's texting, they're gonna get this message. And the second part is like a squeeze page. So basically, this is a list of properties that you're gonna create depending on the area. So for example, I wanna create a squeeze page. So again, you're just gonna go to the same lead engine, and then you're gonna create a squeeze page. And then you're gonna start creating the area you wanna target. So for example, I wanna send them a squeeze page. It means that whenever they receive this link, they are gonna receive a list of homes in a Spring Branch. And I want I want these homes to be single family homes. I want them to be up to 400K, because for example, if you're like, oh, look at these beautiful homes in Spring Branch up to 400K. So you want to send them what you're promising. You don't want to send them other random list of homes, because of course, if they are sending you a message, it's because they want specifically what you're looking for, what you're asking for. And then if you want to, filter more like square footage, you can do that. In this case, it's very open kind of post. So I didn't target square footage or anything like that. So I just leave it open. And then here I'm gonna add new build, because I want to send them new construction homes. Then it's like, where are you posting? Again, source, okay, social media. Since I'm posting this everywhere in YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, so I don't really know where it's coming from. I just put social media, or if you wanna post, say YouTube, Instagram, depending on where you're posting, you just add it there. And then the hashtags, again, Spring Branch, because that way, whenever the lead comes in through your website, it's gonna have the hashtag Spring Branch. That way, this person is looking for homes in a Spring Branch. And then social media, or whichever hashtag you wanna, add, Instagram, Facebook. And then it says property views allowed. So normally I let them see 2 properties. That way, whenever they wanna see the third one, the system is automatically gonna ask them, hey, you need to register to see the third property. So that's when they send the email and they get registered on KVCore, and they will become a lead. So I let them see like 2 properties. It could be 3, 4, but I let them see like 2 properties. And then you just generate the link. And it's gonna give you 2 types of links, one long and then one that is short. This is the one that I normally use to send them to put it on social media, or to text it whenever they ask me all the list of properties in the area. And again, you always want to create these from your CRM, because you want them to be captured on your CRM. HAR is a great tool, but if you post something from HAR, you're not gonna capture them into KVCore. So that's why you wanna send all the properties, all the links from KVCore. Okay, and this is another tool basically that KVCore has, and you can go on listings, and then you can say my listings or my agency listings for EXP, because you can promote other agents listings. You just need to ask for permission, but generally, I think for EXP, we can post it. So you can find a property in the area that you want to start targeting, and then you can find a nice property that you really like. So you just go to listings, and then you're gonna find the area that you want to target, and it's gonna show you, a list of properties that are listed by other agents. And then whenever you go there, you can go on the property, and then you're gonna see this part that says more actions. So you can post it on Facebook and post it on Craigslist. This is a great tool as well, because it's very automatic. I'm just gonna show you real quick. So this is something that you can do daily. So you can go, and it's gonna take you like a few minutes. You want to target company listings. So let's say I just find this property and I really like it. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to start posting. And then you just say post to Facebook. And it's going to automatically, bring it here. And you can just say, oh, look at this beautiful property, in Katy area, in Houston area. And you can start like posting anything that you want about this property. But if the person goes there and start browsing in your website and they see 2 properties, they are going to get asked, okay, do you want to see more properties? Go and register here. So you always want to post properties from this. You can also post on Craigslist, on Pinterest, on Twitter. So there are so many places where you can post and it's just a click. So you want always to target them and send them to your website. Okay. And this is basically something new that KVCore has nowadays. Is they have an appointment. So whenever you're talking to the lead, basically it just creates you on the calendar the appointment. And this is really nice because it automatically sends you an email and it's gonna send the client a reminder as well, like, hey, you have an appointment tomorrow at 5 p.m. So this is something great that they added here. So this is gonna be on the right side below all the notes and everything that I showed you at the beginning. So appointments is gonna be here. So this is something new that KVCore has. And finally, again, I told you like video is the way to go right now. KVCore, has this great tool. You can, you can do the thumbnail, everything automatically on KVCore. It takes you a couple of minutes. So I really encourage you to start using videos to connect with the clients. And yeah, that's basically it. I almost went over. I don't know if you guys have any questions. I know it's a lot of information. I cannot go very detailed on everything, but again, with this presentation is just to follow and start implementing, because if we don't implement, of course, this presentation, I want you to really go there and click on it and create a post. Just go record a property and start creating the notes. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll leave my information on the QR code. You can save my information and see all my social media.
Man, what a setup. I didn't know there's so much into selling home, rather than just showing a home.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, we got a couple minutes, and then after that, me and Joanna, we're gonna head up. If you're in Houston, come to the Canon. We have our state broker here, and then we're gonna went over the HAR lawsuit next. Thank you, Debra.
Yes.
Thank you, Teddy. Yeah, this is fantastic. Joanna, your presentation is getting better and better every day. Yeah.
No, thank you. I hope
We have
it
this,
really
we
helps.
have this recorded. So
Oh.
next time when somebody asks you about KVCore, you can just send them this video.
Yes. And if you want the presentation, just text KVCore. The number is the one that I was showing you, 832-924-2724. Let me text it.
There you go. Let me write down text KVCore.
Just say KVCore 832-924-2724. If you text that number KVCore, you're gonna get the presentation.
Look at that. Putting it into action already. Awesome.
Yes. You can create codes for anything you want. So anything that comes to your mind, you just kind of create the code. So for this one as well, I create a presentation with the link, and you can use KVCore for agents, for anything that you vendors, anything. So
awesome.
Very useful.
All right. Good stuff. Well, everybody, thank you so much for attending the training today. And if you're in Houston, I see you at the Canon. We're gonna head there now. What a day of training.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. Yeah, if you have anything, let me know. I hope this was helpful.
Oh, Joanna, you might want to check. They got an error. Oh, you know what, Teddy? If you're with EXP and you text KVCore to a smart number, you get an error. Yeah, I think I have that error.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and we still have everybody's email before. Yeah, I think because we do have the smart number, that's why. But we will send an email as well to all of you that got registered. If not, send me a DM and I send it to you.
Cool. All right. Thank you, everybody. And I see you when I see you. Okay, bye. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.